Hi, everyone. We are
Molala.
Molala. And we are back with episode 3 of No Mercy, Monsta X.
You
I was
totally
like, because
missed
there's gonna.
it.
Oh, you did it! Oh, I did miss it. Oh,
Sorry.
it only took 3 seasons for you.
Yeah, it really did. Damn, you missed it.
Well, I had heard there's other No Mercies, right? So I'm like, should I say this is the Monsta X one? You guys know that. But yes, episode 3, where we still don't know what the rankings are from their performances.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out in this episode according to the preview. But I have to say, I started a controversy and I apologize. I was completely wrong, you guys. You're gonna laugh when you hear this.
What?
So the chest on there that you see on the screen, apparently it's show news, not Wonho's.
Ooh.
You know, I know, faux pas. I'm sorry, you guys. Mom, baby, know best.
Mom, baby, do know best. That makes sense because he's the first set of eyes you see.
Yes.
I know you just, but your default, of course, you're like, well, Wonho's there. It must be him.
Yeah. I mean, some people are calling him like skinny. No, that I will disagree about. He is not skinny. He has an athletic build. He still has muscles, so
but he's just not as jacked as he is now, which is ridiculous.
Not as intense, yeah. So, which is fine because I want his body too. I keep telling that to everybody. I want his back, one of these days, you guys. Anyway.
I mean, honestly, I don't care whose chest it is because it's nice.
Yes, so
I do love that it's shown as a little bit.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, but I do apologize. Oh, look at that.
That's my chest. Sorry, guys. That got weird. Sorry about that.
Well, I mean, we need some sort of laughter before coming into this. So
yes, because it's going to be a cry fest. I'm really worried about Minhyuk and his ranking. I'm very concerned about Wonho, speaking of.
Yeah.
And we all know Wonho's sensitive. And if Wonho cries, I'm probably going to cry.
And Minhyuk too.
Minhyuk cries. I'm definitely going to cry. And we saw him, so.
Yeah.
Where are my tissues?
I know. Using my sleeves.
I know. Terrible, guys.
Yeah, but I also want to say thanks to all the mom babies. You guys are very interactive so far. It's really fun reading all of your comments, and it's really, really fun. So I mean, this is probably the only fun aspect of the show is communicating with mom baby,
Well, it's nice to know we're feeling all the feelings they felt.
Oh yeah, most definitely, for sure. And so, and all the extra insight and heads up and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, Mom Baby.
Thank you.
But yeah.
All right, you ready to start this? I mean, I know you're not, but should we?
Yeah, I mean, after this episode, we'll be 30% through this series. So, I mean, I'm just saying, we're just getting through this.
She's counting the percentages, guys. Not just by episodes, but by percentage. She loves data, and she's very frustrated about this.
Yes.
But we promised ourselves we would do it, because after this, every show's fun.
Yes.
So let's do it.
All right. Before we do, you guys know what I'm going to say.
Ooh.
Please. This sounds desperate now. Okay, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue on with all these fun Monsta X content. Yeah.
And the not so fun ones too. At least, like you said, there's a good discussion going on.
Yeah.
All right, I am ready to be floored and shocked and probably yell at the judges because they're so wrong. Are you ready?
And
we'll just treat this like any sporting event, and we'll just scream at the TV, okay?
That sounds good to me. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. Hi, Shonu. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I'll never see the pecs the same again.
Oh. I mean, I assume Shono had that body even when he was at JYP.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem new.
No, not at all.
두 번째 데뷔미션 본격적으로 시작을 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다.
도전에 성공한 것 같아요.
멋있게 하셔가지고
우리 그냥 하는 거에 그냥 꽂혔던 것 같아요.
What?
보통 한 명은 탈락 후보가 돼야 되는데.
미션 방식은 가장 잘할 수 있는 무대를 보여주는 거. 보컬로서 앞으로 될 희망이 있는 것 같다.
전 여태까지 들었던 보컬 중에 가장
Yay.
좋았습니다.
Look at his little face.
Right?
완전히 프로페셔널하거든.
No.
Yay!
자기 얘기를 이끌어갈 수 있는 능력이 있거든요.
뭔가 주원이랑 건이랑 이제 비교를 당할 것 같은 느낌이 너무 많이 압박이 왔어요.
Oh, we're finally gonna get to see them perform. There's still like 3 left.
명진이다.
A mellow rapper.
모든 연습생이 광중 사물함을 하루에 한 번씩 열어요.
Are there snacks?
I know snacks, right?
So evil.
Oh. Oh.
저희가 먹으면 좋다고 맨날 여기다 채워놓는 그런 형이.
Oh, that is so sweet. I feel like he's the Papa Bear of the group.
Right?
오랜만에 랩 마임 놀이 할 거니까 자 수업을 진행하겠습니다.
항상 제 라이벌은 딱 래퍼 라인. 일단 그 안에서 살아남아야 항상 주원이, 건이, 윤호가 제 라이벌이죠.
부족한 목소리 자신감을 빼면 너무 초라한 모습이 길을 잃게 해 너를 걸을 수 없을 정도로 힘들 때도
단연 진짜 4명 중에서는 완성도가 가장 좋고 괜찮아. 왜냐면 너가 노래를 만들기 때문에 좋아. 일단 좋고
여자분들의 마음을 좀 울리는 그런 랩을 들려줄 수 있는 친구가 되지 않을까라는.
작곡, 편곡이 가능한 싱어송라이터?
EP를 메인으로 한 곡을 하나 쓰고 있습니다. 좋은 곡들을 써서 제 노래를 내고 싶어요.
Aww. Ooh, he has props.
아무런 말을 못했지 그저 한숨만을 뺐지 내가 한심하고 멍청해서 이제 눈물도 말랐지 멍 때리는 시간이 많아졌지 이 상황이 자라났어 당연하게 와있던 너의 메시지조차 하루 종일 기다리고 있어 돌아와 그런 말도 못하고 있는 건 너의 표정 때문에 아니 나 때문에
I love this background. The music.
두 눈을 감고네 두 귀를 막고 애초에 없던 것 마냥 미친 놈처럼 애를 쓰고 너를 밀어내려 해도 너와 했던 말들 또 둘이 보냈던 날들 네 바늘처럼 나를 찔러도 너 없는 날 실 없으니까
He's just her style.
앞에서 주원 군이 좋은 무대를 보여줬다고 생각해서 비교가 될 수 있지 않을까, 다음이 좀 부담스럽지 않을까 생각을 했었는데 확연히 다른 스타일로 본인만의 느낌을 잘 보여준 것 같아서 그걸 되게 높이 사고 싶고요.
저는 유일하게 여자 입장에서 굉장히 괜찮았어요.
Sorry.
Is she just picking up, guys?
무대보다 더 소름 많이 돋았던 것 같아요.
아, 진짜 잘생겨 나오더라.
Oh no.
안녕하세요. 저는 20살 박민규입니다. 매력 포인트 없는 거.
Another Mingyu!
진짜 밝음, 해맑음, 제 무기는 목소리예요. 사람들이 처음 듣고 중독성 있다 그런 얘기 많이 들었어요.
저는 제 목소리가 굉장히 메리트가 있다고 생각하거든요. 그래서 보컬적인 부분에서도 큰 비중을 차지하고 있다고 생각하고.
꼴등은요 유수연.
아, 실력으로 조금 만만한 거는 민균이.
저는 이길 수 있을 것 같아요.
Oh my goodness. Competitive spirit.
안녕.
Come back home. Can you come back home?
뭔가 목이 많이 상하는 발성을 좀 너무 많이 쓰는 것
Yeah.
같아요, 지금. 진짜 목이 날아다니듯이.
Yeah, it's really nasal.
목이 날아다니듯이. 진짜 목이 날아다니듯이. 이런 식으로 다음 테스트를 보면 진짜 위험해. 야, 좋은데? 너 소름 돋았어. 정말이야.
He gets chills on his face. I don't know why, but that was really funny.
좋습니다. 그러면 무대 보고 얘기 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 화이팅!
화이팅! 화이팅!
He's such a bebe.
Right? Oh, he looks nervous.
Come back home. Come back home. Can you come back home? Can you come back home? 차가운 세상 끝에 세상 끝에 날 내가
Right. Oh gosh. Eee.
저는 웬만하면 솔직히 오늘 독서를 많이 안 할 각오를 하고 왔는데
Uh-oh.
못 참겠어요. 일단 낮은 건지 높은 건지도 잘 모를 정도로 정말 어중간한 소리가 굉장히 많이 들렸고요. 들으면서 너무 힘든 게 저도 막 느껴지고.
Come back home 그냥 이렇게 해도 되는 거를 Come back home 이렇게 일부러
Come back home.
세상 속 이런 식으로 막 뭔가를 넣으려고 해요. 계속 안 해도 되는 것들을.
이게 원래 제가 하는 스타일이 아니니까 제 스타일로 부를 수 있는 노래를 해서 보여드릴 거예요.
Don't try something new, babe.
Oh no.
네, 보컬 유수라고 합니다.
지난번에 12위 얘기 듣고 기분 어땠어요?
꼴찌는 유수고.
Why would you ask that question right before?
Right. No pressure.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want these guys to succeed? Okay, I'll stop.
뭐 명찰이 없어 너는 왜? 대단한데? 한 번 이제 실수하면 너는 이제 낭떨어진 거지 너는.
순위를 올라가야 될 것 같아요, 진짜. 낭떠러지 끝에 몰려도 절대 밀리지 않을 거고.
Wall push up. Of course, I would notice that.
Maybe we need just a little more time.
Yeah, his placement's so much better than the other one.
What's been on your mind? So just hold on, and it won't take long. I hope that you can love me when the pain is gone.
Ooh.
I don't want us to fall through the cracks of a broken heart.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? He doesn't sound last place to me.
목소리가 굉장히 좋으신 것 같고요. 그리고 굉장히 안정적이었고.
아, 오늘 무대들을 봤을 때 참 좋은 소스들을 많이 가지고 있는 친구들이라는 걸 다시 한번 느끼게 돼요.
아, 저는 솔직하게 얘기하면은 곡이 좋았어요. 선곡이 살린 케이스예요. 지금은 팝송 말고 우리나라 가요 불렀을 때 어떨까를 상상을 하면 지금 매력의 반도 안 나올 거라고 저는 재수없게 장담을 좀 할게요.
Whoa, look at that guy just gave him a look.
How would you even know?
탈출할 수 있지
Wow.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
You should just be like, next time I want to hear you sing Korean.
Yes, that is not constructive criticism.
My gosh, I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure what they're looking for.
I have no idea what they're looking for because of their comments. So
얘는 가능성이나 좀 많이
완전 있어. 얘 가능성 있어.
후회 안 남아 자기 무대. 아 진짜 아쉽지.
Oh no.
얘네가 문제.
다 플랫으로 불렀던 애가
그렇지.
12.
얘네가 이 그룹이야.
된 거 같아.
오케이, 됐어요.
끝.
Ah! So glad there's no commercials.
Right?
Okay, Kihyun's definitely going up.
Yeah, he has to.
I'm worried about Minhyuk.
I'm worried about Wonho.
No.
나랑 벌써 몇 등 할까? 제발 좀만 더 높은 통신에서 내 이름 불렀으면 좋겠다.
1차 데뷔 미션이 모두 끝났는데 정말 너희는 상상도 못하게 순위가 뒤바뀌어 있어. 누가 제일 잘한 것 같아?
저는 건이라 생각합니다.
이제 1차 데뷔 미션 전체 순위를 공개하도록 할게.
What if it's Kihyun?
1등은
Right?
효린이가.
Oh my god.
Jerk.
I know, I'm like, what?
Not cool.
아무래도 효린이가 발표하는 게 가장
잘하시네요.
가장 오랫동안 봐온 동생들이니까 이거 내가 말할 수는 없는 것 같아.
1등은요.
보컬로스 앞으로 되게 희망이 있는 것 같다.
전 여태까지 들었던 보컬 중에 가장 좋았습니다. 저는 그냥 전체적으로 다 너무 좋았어요.
분명히 아티스트로서 정말 너무 기대가 됐다고 생각합니다. 다 너무너무 좋았고요.
오늘 랩한 친구들 중에
Little swings. So
가장
funny.
자기께 있는 느낌을 확실히 받았고
1등은요. 주원입니다.
Wow, good for him! Yay! Ugh, now they have to stand there?
I know.
에서 보여준 모습은 주원군의 스타일 와일드하고 되게 공격적인 그런 어떤 모습에서 보여줄 수 있는 최고치를 보여준 게 아닐까 싶을 정도로 되게 독보적인 무대였어요.
1번이 여기 있잖아요. 지키겠습니다.
So cute.
2위는
I say Shonu.
현우군.
I bet you each time they'll go back and forth.
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't be surprised. He's so good.
They can both do everything.
생각보다 노래를 잘해서 깜짝 놀랐고요. 제가 알던 션우 군보다는 훨씬 성장해 있는 것 같아서 보기 좋았습니다.
3위는
Kihyun.
샷건.
Oh.
Ooh. He did do a really good job.
He did.
제가 샷건 군의 무대를 보면서 가장 마음에 들었던 부분은 계속 강하지 않았다는 거. 랩도 기승전결이 있다는 걸 느꼈어요. 네, 4위는요.
Is it Kihyun? Yes.
지금 이제 8위에서 4위로 올라왔죠.
That's a good climb.
Oh, yes.
3위까지 올라갈 수 있었지 않았을까. 아, 좀 아쉬워요.
Oh.
광지입니다.
1등은요. 윤호군입니다.
7위는요. 하원입니다.
Oh yay! Yay! He went up. 오.
민혁.
너무 좋았어요. 물론 올라오긴 했지만 지금 파리에서도 더 올라갈 수 있는 무대 보여줬으면 좋겠습니다. 9위는요 민균입니다.
Wait, what?
No way.
10등, 11등, 12등은 사실 다음 미션 때는 정말 죽기 살기를 안 하면 떨어질 수밖에 없는 위치에 있는 거거든요. (10등은)
발가벗은 기분이었어요. 순위라는 게 없었으면 좋겠고.
I bet it's Wonho.
탈락하는 거는 상상도 하기 싫은데.
그 순간에는 혼이 빠졌었어요, 진짜.
앞을 잘 못 보겠더라고요. 현장 보고 땅 보고 그랬어요.
10등은 원호군입니다.
Oh, you're right. I'm worried that Minhyuk's last.
원호 너는 정말
Yeah,
알아야
me
돼.
too.
오늘 이 미션에서 가장 실패한 사람을 생각해보는 거고 4위에 있다가 네가 원래 11호 갔으니까
남들 딴짓 한 번 할 때 저는요 한 번 더 연습을 해야 살아남을 수 있을 것 같아요.
자 1차 데뷔 미션 최하위 성적을 받게 된 연습생은 석원이.
지금 위기의식을 가장 많이 느껴야 할 사람이 서건군인데 저번 미션 때도 11등 거의 최하위였는데 오히려 더 떨어졌단 말이에요. 떨어지는 후보 1순위라는 뜻이라고 저는 생각을 하거든요.
진짜 방패 따위는 적고 진짜 칼밖에 없어요. 손에 진짜 쥔 건. 더 이상 물러날 곳도 없다.
민혁이는 다음으로 1위로 자리하면 될 것 같아요. 민혁이도 뭐 석원이보다 많이 잘해서 거기 있는 거 아닌 건 알고 있지. 민혁이는 하고 싶은 말 있어?
Ugh.
No, God.
엄마, 아빠 미안해. 내가 열심히 해서 올라갈게.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
다행히 오늘은 탈락자는 없어. 그렇다고 마음 절대 놓으면 안 되고 다음 미션 잘 준비해서 우리 다음 미션 때 또 보자.
감사합니다. 나도 괜찮을게.
뭐 궁금해.
It's a competition, but they're still all like being sweet to him.
Oh my gosh. Ah.
I don't understand how that nasally kid got so high. I thought he'd be 12.
Yeah.
뭔가 지금까지 했던 것 중에 오늘 뭔가 확 와닿은 것 같아.
저도 멘탈이 좀 무너졌던 게 저조한 성적을 보이는데 그걸 만약 부모님이 보시면 그러니까 갑자기 엄청 생각나서 숨이 턱 막히는 거야. 그러면서 나 막 엄청 죄송한 마음도 있고 챙겨주니까 엄청 고맙고 뭔가 좀 서건이한테도 좀 뭔가 미안했던 것 같아. 그러니까 그냥 이거는 뭐 그냥 내 개인적인 생각인데 서건이가 나보다 어떻게 뭐 더 나랑 똑같이 한 등씩 내려갔고 나보다 더 낮은 점수인데 나 괜히 내 생각이 엄청 많이 들더라고. 서건이 생각이 그런 것 같아.
Of course, Minhyuk's so sweet.
Right?
He's so empathetic and caring.
마지막에 소윤 누나가 갑자기 얘들아 안녕 이러니까 깜짝 놀랐어.
라디오에서 하는 줄 알았어.
나 요정인 줄 알았어.
얘들아 안녕. 얘들아 안녕.
Uh-oh.
왜 이렇게 다들 축 쳐서 있어?
안녕하세요.
Why do you look so down?
너네 지금 그렇게 준비하는
Wow.
게 아니잖아, 그치? 너희들이 앞으로 준비할 2차 미션은 음원 발매 미션이야.
Oh my gosh.
래퍼는 래퍼끼리, 보컬은 보컬끼리 2인 1조가 돼서 멋진 무대를 보여주면 되는데 여기서 중요한 건 이번 미션은 1대1 배틀이라는 거야. 함께 무대를 펼친 2명 중에 오직 한 명은 합격자가 되는 거고 나머지 한 명은 반드시 탈락자 후보가 될 거야.
Oh my god, what are they gonna do to make them when they're up for elimination?
Oh my
Ugh!
gosh.
후보에 놓인 여학생 중 랩 파트에서 한 명, 그리고 보컬 파트에서 한 명은 최종 탈락을 하게 될 거야.
Okay, there's a lot more vocalists than rappers.
Yeah.
멤버는 효린 언니와 한이 오빠와 함께 음원 발매를 하게 될 거고 보컬 파트에서 1위를 하는 멤버는 나랑 기리보이 씨와 함께 음원을 발매하게 될 거고
Ooh, I like Gary Boy.
일단 제 노래가 나온다는 것 자체가 진짜 저한테는 꿈이거든요. 가장 큰 꿈? 그걸 또 굉장히 이름 있는 선배님들이랑 같이 하게 되는 기회니까 그 꿈을 이제 현실로 만들어야죠.
2명 탈락한다는 거 듣고 좀 충격 먹었어요. 그리고 무조건 보컬하면 래퍼.
그게 좀 충격적이었어.
맞아. 이 배지 자체가 없어지는 거네 그러면.
네. 없어지지.
12번이 아예 없어지는 거구나.
11이 없어지지.
헐. 11도 없어지는구나.
Oh my gosh.
래퍼는 어떻게 4명이야.
명예의 전당이네. 그냥 갖고 이제 집에 나가.
It just seems so cruel. There's so many more vocalists.
건데. 근데 1대1 둘이 어떻게 의견 조합을 해서? 아니 그러니까 서로가 잘 보여준 다음에 거기서 이제 갈리는 거지. 만약에 중간에 삑사리 한번 났어요. 그거 갖다 갑자기 탈락 후보가 되고 한 명 앨범 그 후보가 되고. 근데 조그만 차이로 이게 확 갈려버리니까 그럴 수 있다고 생각하니까.
아니 이 사람 이길 수 있겠다라는 사람하고 파트를 하고 싶긴 해요. 석원이나 유수영?
저 민혁이 형이.
민혁이랑 됐으면 좋겠어.
Everybody.
Oh my gosh.
노래 불러야죠. 윤호 4명 중에 한 명이 탈락하는 거잖아요. 이겨주겠어요. 약간 그런 마음?
어우러지고 이런 거 없어요. 그냥 다 이기는 걸로.
God!
Gosh.
Gosh, I'm so stressed out.
Right? Ah.
요 마음이 션우려. 헐.
Oh no, are those the placements?
Oh my gosh.
Not John and Gun. Oh my gosh.
What?
저 이것도 예상 못했어요. 야 나무라고 나 큰일 났어.
Oh my gosh. No.
Okay, that's good. Yeah! No! Okay, I have issues with this.
요즘에 아주 아유 하이톤이어서 시끄러워. 민균이랑 유수는 완전 거의 이렇게 반대되는데?
유수랑 민균이 진짜 재밌을 것 같아.
아니 완전 톤도 완전 다르고 음역도 완전 달라.
S극이야. 대박이야 진짜.
상상도 못하는 조합을 봤습니다.
유수영은 저같이 이제 하이톤이 아니잖아요. 로우인데.
Yeah, so you can harmonize. Duh. I'm not that surprised.
같이 생각해본 레퍼토리도 없어요 지금까지.
야 그럼 제일 재밌을 것 같은 팀.
저게 빅매치일 것 같아.
기현이 형, 현우 형?
나 이 조합은 아예 생각도 못했어.
현우 형 아까 기현이랑 제일 피하고 싶다고 했잖아요. 맞아. 네, 형 기현이랑 같은 팀 됐어요.
그러니까.
어때요?
Oh no.
Have to deal with
들어가면 나는 승산이 없어. 약간 없어 승산이. 정말 리얼로 놀랐어.
음악적 스타일은 기현이는 조금 보컬적으로 많이 치중돼 있다면 저는 그래도 좀 약간 댄스곡을 좀 더 좋아하고 약간 이런 느낌입니다.
현우 형하고 기현이 형 저 딱 표정 보면은 현우 형은 다 죽여버릴까 이렇게.
Right? I love it. How dare
you? 기현이랑은 좀 피하고 싶었는데 조금 많이 힘들겠다라는 생각을 했습니다.
너랑 하면 어떻게 세를 해야 될지 지금 감이 안 잡혀.
일단은 빨리 노래 정해야 될 것 같아.
얘들아 가자. 방으로 가자.
조심하라고.
운전한다는 거니까.
경쟁하고 싶으면 경쟁 따라 하던가. 어?
성카라도 가자.
Their performance is going to be real good.
Yeah.
경쟁은 이렇게 하는 거죠.
거기서?
한번 1번 할 때 말이 많아.
이겼어.
Dang.
Savage.
이렇게 둘이 붙어 있어요. 이렇게.
사람들이 잘 저를 못 알아줘서 많이 힘들었을 때 주원이가 저를 잡아줬거든요. 같이 끝까지 하자고. 만든 곡이 있어요.
한번 해볼까?
잠들어야 돼 그래야 내일 경기에 참가할 수 있으니까 혼자서 힘드니까 둘이면은 되니까 블라블라 거려도 꿈만은 같으니까 높아져 하늘만 둘이 손을 잡을까 블라블라 거려도 꿈만은 같으니까
피하고 싶은 상대이자 같이 하고 싶은 상대이기도 해요. 제일 잘 아는 사이이기 때문에.
저는 승산은 좀 더 없는 무대겠죠. 쟤를 진짜 어떻게 이겨야 되지? 저 괴물을? 이런 생각 많이 했었어요, 혼자 속으로.
이거 할 때 매드클론 형한테도 조언을 구하는 것도 좋은 것 같고.
그치. 형 뭐예요? 그거 촌티 빨리 좀 어떻게 해요?
That's right, Gun.
Mm-hmm. You said it.
주원입니다 형.
이거 스피커폰이지.
맞아요. 지금 방송이에요.
그래, 그럴 것 같았어.
이번에 미션이 그 2인 1조로 됐잖아요.
둘 중에 한 명 떨어진 거 알아?
네.
그럼 어떻게 하냐?
근데 저희는 최대한 윈윈 쪽으로 가려고요.
최대한 윈윈 그런 거 없어. 그냥 한 명은 떨어져야 돼.
그래서 그래도 최고의 무대를 한번 보여주려고요.
책이 쩐다.
형 시간 되시면 네 오늘 좀 뵈서 좀 조언을 구하고자.
너희가 우리 집 쪽으로 와.
아 네 알겠습니다.
형 감사해요.
아니야.
근데 또 약간 각인시켜 주시네.
뭐래?
한 명은 탈락자 도구라는 거. 속에 있는 그런 이 조그만 감정들 있잖아요. 그래도 내가 이기면 좋겠는데 이런 게 생기니까 미안하죠. 어쩌면 진짜 그 친구 때문에 제가 여기 있는 거고 그런 건데.
He's obviously such a nice person.
Right? Very lovable.
Yeah, I can see why everyone really wanted him to work out.
Mm-hmm.
이 정도 밑에.
얘가 완전 이거잖아 완전. 이렇게 보면 되게 심심할 것 같은데.
이것도 괜찮은 것 같아.
안 돼. 절대 안 돼. 이거 절대 안 돼.
J Park.
근데 이런 걸 좀 너가 할 수 있어?
Jeez.
Oh man, these two.
할 수 있어 이렇게?
그건 연습해야
This is gonna be tough for these two.
좀 힘들 것 같아 사실.
경쟁인데 한 명은 탈락하고 한 명은 이제 승리하는 건데 민민이가 곡들을 소개시켜 줬을 때 그 곡들은 불리한 게임을 하자고 하는 곡들이었고 한편으로는 화가 되게 많이 났는데요.
봤어?
응.
이런 분위기 진짜 괜찮거든요. 되게 깔끔하고 심플하고 좋지 않냐? 분위기 있고.
저번에 한 분위기랑 비슷해가지고 그런 것 같아.
되게 달달함을 부르는 거야. 달달하게. 괜찮지?
They don't even like the same style.
No.
그거 하면 된다니까? 왜
Oh man, it's gonna be tough.
왜
그거는 이제 한정적인
서서 해야 되고
약간
앉아서 해야
바뀌었다가
되고.
이럴 게 없잖아.
아니야. 그건 우리 해보진 않았잖아.
나는
약간 지금 너는 하기 싫은 거야 지금
이게. 유수 형이 이기적인 부분도 있었던 것 같고 서로 그냥 싸우기만 하다가 그러고 끝날 것 같은. 일단 짜증이 되게 많이 났어요.
Oh my gosh, so awkward.
형이랑 같이 팀에서 어때?
가장 어색한 사람 뽑으라서 형 뽑았어요. 뭐 사이가 안 좋거나 그러진 않는데 어색한 건 현이 형?
You gave them an in.
말하는 거 보니까 거의 다 저희도 뽑았잖아요.
왜 그러는 거야 도대체?
춤장 보였잖아요.
Look at this closet they're in.
I know, right?
사실 기현이랑의 합은 조금 걱정이 돼요. 노래 실력만으로는 조금 부족할 수 있으니까 좀 다른 면에서 좀 채울 수 있게 노력을 해야 될 것 같아요. 너는 뭐 생각되는 노래 있냐?
마이클 볼튼 마요.
아 너무 보컬이야.
What?
힘들어.
What?
그쪽은 좋은데.
No.
이거 한번 어떠냐? 이거 좀 퍼포먼스가 좀 필요해.
그니까 보여줄 수 있으면.
이 기회에 좀 춤도 좀 보여줘봐.
따라할 수 있을까요? 퍼포먼스를? 약간 저는 좀 더 보컬적으로, 형은 좀 더 약간 퍼포먼스랑 같이 보여줄 수 있는 쪽으로. 이게 약간 의견 충돌이 있었던 것 같아요.
무대 느낌은 어떤 느낌이었으면 좋겠어?
저는 살짝 무거운 느낌?
그렇게 노래를 많이 준비를 해놨는데 너랑 하려니까 한 개도 생각이 안 나. 분명히.
Oh no.
라고 민혁이는 좋아하는 장르 정반대거든요.
저는 제이슨 무라즈나 제이슨 무리슨 이런 음악을 좋아하고 추구하는데 성원이는 항상 어셔, 크리스 브라운.
So he's more like R&B.
야, 이 노래 진짜 맨날 밤마다 듣고 잤는데. Lady tonight 이뤄질까?
No.
그러니까 내가 생각했던 거랑 너랑은 너무 달라. 이런 느낌 생각했거든.
너무 국가 극이라서
너무 안 맞아.
색깔이.
오늘 안에 선곡은 힘들겠구나.
보고 싶으면은 오픈함.
아 싫어.
마지막 콘서트 어디서?
싫어. 망했어.
We're screwed.
Oh no.
Ah! What? It's too soon.
저번 미션보다 뭔가 마음가짐이 좀 뭔가 달라. 너무 달라.
두 명이 떨어지나요 자체가 오늘이라는 게
저 래퍼들이 진짜 더 살 떨릴 것 같아.
아 말도 마세요. 4명이라서 어떻게 될지 진짜 예측을 못하겠어.
이게 뭐야? 이게 왜 이래?
아 드디어 왔다.
Oh my gosh.
와우. 뭐야 이거? 공장이야 공장.
설마 여기서 정말 미션을 왜 공장이지?
스킬 장난 아니다 정말.
이거는
진짜.
No mercy.
Oh my gosh.
뭔가 무대가 커서 그런지 위압감도 있었는데
이게 흥분됐어요. 재밌을 것 같아서.
센터를 사이에 두고 거의
진짜 극도로 간절한 것 같다.
무조건 떨어지지 않아야겠다는 생각 보여드리고 싶었어요. 사실 이런 놈이 있습니다. 이런 놈들이 있습니다.
What's Youngwon wearing? He's so cute.
소윤이 나왔거든요.
Wonho is again in like a turtleneck and a blazer.
더 긴장되고 설레고.
안녕.
What's
일주일 동안
Shonu wearing?
또 준비들 많이 했어? 네. 지난주보다는 되게 표정들이 결연해 보이는 느낌이 있는 것 같다. 이게 아무래도 오늘부터 탈락자가 나오기 때문이 아닐까 싶은데. 자, 그러면 잔인하지만 오늘도 자신의 가슴에 붙어 있는 순위와 앞에 있는 숫자를 맞춰보도록 하겠습니다. 1등부터 12등까지 자기 번호에 서주시기 바래요. 지금 11위, 12위는 아마 오늘 너희가 그 자리를 지키게 될.
I hate this numbering system so much.
Yeah.
They have names.
한 명은 래퍼 그리고 한 명은 보컬이. 두 명의 탈락자가 발생을 할 거고 오늘 랩 파트에서 1위를 한 친구 그리고 보컬 파트에서 1위를 한 친구는 효린 산이군 소유 그리고 드리보이 군과 함께 영광스러운 데뷔 음원을 발표하게 될 거야.
절대로 끌어놓지 않고 싶어요.
소연이 너와 같이 노래하기 위해 발매하면 정말 너무 좋죠.
It is a great prize, and then even if you don't make it into the group, you at least have that.
Yeah.
안녕하세요, 산입니다. 안녕하세요. 오늘 놀래켜 주세요. 놀라고 싶어요. Surprise me.
되게 만나보고 싶었던 선배님이라서.
랩 지니어스잖아요. 원래 저가 있던 자리예요. 쇼미더머니에서.
그러네.
그래서 좀 떨리기도 하고 저가 더 아무튼 멋있게 해주세요.
Good, at least he'll probably be a little more nice.
Yeah, he'll understand, I feel like.
되게 냉철하실 것 같아요.
정말 오늘은 누가 긴장 더 안 하고 누가 더 여유 있게 준비한 무대를 잘 펼치냐에서 아마 등수가 판가름 나게 될 거야.
저번주 첫 번째 무대 때 정말 많은 것들을 느꼈을 거라고 믿어 의심치 않습니다. 오늘 더 좋은 무대 준비하셨을 거라고 믿고요. 네, 저는 오늘 처음 이렇게 심사를 하게 됐는데 어쨌든 오늘은 첫 탈락자가 발생하는 날이니까 후회하지 않을 만큼 멋진 무대 보여주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 파이팅!
자, 그러면 두 번째 데뷔 미션 본격적으로 시작을 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다.
가장 기대되는 팀은 현우 형하고 기현이 형 팀. 현우 형이랑 기현이 팀.
기현이 형, 현우 형, 현우 형,
기현이 형하고 현우 형 팀이 아닐까 싶어요.
와, 멋있다라는 생각만으로 봤고요.
I kind of wish they would go in reverse order.
Yeah.
전 여태까지 들었던 보컬 중에 가장 좋았습니다.
I cannot wait to see what song they are dancing to or singing to with these outfits.
I don't know.
I'm baffled. Oh my god.
It seems so strange.
Right? What could it be?
저는 현우라고 하고요. 네, 저는 기현이라고 합니다.
팀명 따로 없어요?
팀명은 따로 없습니다.
Was that part of the assignment?
둘 다 어색함이 너무 보여. 아니 근데 좀 알 수 있는 게 기현군은 가장 어색한 멤버가 션우군이라고 썼고요. 션우군은 피하고 싶은 상대를 기현군이라고 썼어요.
진짜?
Oh no.
나 혼자 살면 그만이다의 자세로 아마 무대를 준비하지 않았을까 하는 생각이 듭니다. 그만큼 서로에게 나를 세운 경쟁이 되지 않을까. 되게 심사위원으로서는 재밌는 무대가 될 것 같은데.
그러니까 한 명은 춤꾼 1위고 한 명은 보컬 1위인 거예요?
대충 그렇습니다.
Kind of.
현우 너는 형 기억나? JYP에서?
예, 기억납니다.
너 JYP에
오빠가
있다가
같이 봤구나.
맞아 우리 연습실에서 내가 몇 번 봤어. 지금 보니까 얼굴이 기억나네.
근데 선곡을 참으로
와우.
쉽지 않은 곡을 선택하신 것 같아요. 뱅뱅.
그러게 말이야.
아 진짜 뭐가 있지?
아예 퍼포먼스가 없진 않지만 형이랑 저랑 둘 다 강점, 둘 다 보컬이 있으니까 뱅뱅 같은.
아 조금 약간 나한테 좀 무리가 있을 것 같아.
어떤
음역대도 좀 그렇고.
춤적으로도 보여주는 것도 있고 노래 팝적으로 보여주는 것도 있고 둘 다 살리려면은
잘하면은 나쁘진 않을 것 같아.
아 잘해봐요.
잘해보자.
Oh no. So awkward.
I think because they both respect each other's talents so much.
Mm-hmm.
앞으로 너
But I must show you how to graduate.
안 보여.
어떤 거요?
눈과 담과 파.
빼요?
야, 네 혼자서 해. 안무가 좀 많이 베리에이션이 됐는데 본인도 까먹고 자꾸 안 하고 약간 이런 거 있는데 좀만 더 잘했다는 생각이 있어요.
Bang bang into the room.
유나 스탑할 때 확실히 스탑 해주고 웨이 형님 여기 이제 멈추자고 했던 데 있잖아. 그리고 두 번째 거기 확실히 딱 죽어야 돼.
저는 좀 더 보컬적으로, 형은 좀 더 약간 퍼포먼스랑 같이 보여줄 수 있는 쪽으로 의견 충돌이 있었던 것 같아요.
I still have questions about their outfits.
파이팅.
Whoa, what's with Keon's pot leaf sweatshirt?
Right? I was gonna say something about
Conservative, bro.
Right?
이 사람이 했던 성향으로 보면 션우가 조금 더 나는 유리할 거라고 생각을 하는데.
Oh, rude.
Oh, wow, why would you say that?
저는 그렇게 생각해 본 적이 없습니다.
근데 저는
Well, how do you expect him to respond?
Yeah.
처음 봐서 도전이라고 생각하고 잘 볼게요. 기대하겠습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
와 기대된다.
자, 2위, 4위의 무대니까 기대하고 한번 두 분의 무대를
심지어
지켜보도록
2위,
하겠습니다.
4위야.
시작하겠습니다.
멋지게.
네.
Gosh.
이거 재밌겠다. 되게 잘 쳤어 진짜.
It's funny how everyone remembers Shonu's dancing, but they don't remember his gorgeous voice.
Right? He has great vocals too. Hello.
이기고 싶은 마음이 있죠. 제가 션우 형을 이겨본 적 단 한 번도 없거든요. 자신감은 좀 있어요. 노래는 제가 위인 것 같아요. 파워풀한 보컬 확실히 보여드릴 수 있다고 생각해요.
You got a body like on Heracles, but I can give it to you all the time.
Ugh, see?
Mm-hmm.
Got a booty like a Cadillac, but I can give it to you all the time.
Oh my gosh.
See, anybody could be good to you. You need the bad guy to blow your mind.
Looking on the bad guy.
Bang, bang, all over you. Oh, I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me tell you. Wait a minute till you.
What's happening?
Bang, bang, there goes your heart. I know you want it. Bang, bang, save on my car. I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there. Wait a minute till you. You might have let you anything to school, but I'm not sure you how to graduate. know I don't need to hear you talk. Just come and show you what your mama gave. Whoa. See, anybody could be good to you. You need a bad boy, your mind. Oh. Bang, bang, into the room. I know you want it. Bang, bang, all over you. I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there. Wait a minute till you. Bang, bang, there goes your heart. I know you want it. Bang, bang, sit on my car. Oh, I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there.
현영 목이 많이 안 좋다, 현영.
목도 안 좋은 것도 안 좋은데 우리 너무 안 웃어.
This. I feel like no one's gonna believe Shonu didn't pick this song.
Anybody good to you? You need to pay, but you blow your mind. Into the room. I know you want it. Bang, bang, all over you. Oh, I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there. Wait a minute till you. Woo! Bang, bang, there goes your heart. I know you want it. Bang, bang, sit on my car. Oh, I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there. Wait a minute till you. Bang, bang, into the room. Woo!
Oh boy.
Spent the whole episode like this.
Yeah.
일단 왜 기현이가 자신 있어 했는지 알 것 같아. 보컬로서는 정말 너무 잘 어울렸던 노래가 됐던 것 같고.
도전에 성공한 것 같아요.
근데 사실 전체적으로 둘 다 무대에서 뭔가 집중이 안 되는 느낌 있지.
두 분의 호흡이 좀 맞지 않았던 게 가장 아쉬웠던 것 같아요. 무대를 따로 준비한 것 같은 느낌이라고 해야 되나? 서로가 어색해하고 두 분께서 좀 마인드 컨트롤하는 부분도 굉장히 부족하지 않았나라는 생각이 많이 들었던 무대였던 것 같습니다.
아무래도 저 같이 있었다 보니까 션한테 많이 눈이 갔거든요. 저희 앞에서 얼마나 힘들게 연습생 하는지 그거 알기 때문에 뭔가 힘있게 뭔가 파워풀하게 하는 그런 것들을 기대했는데 뭔가 되게 설렁설렁하는 그런 느낌이었어요.
Yikes.
얘들아 가면은 진짜 잘하는 애들 되게 많아. 이 무대를 올라갈 때 설렁설렁 올라가면 안 돼. 그러면 창피해지는 거야.
네, 알겠습니다.
Jeez.
알겠습니다. 너네가 뭐 한 건지 모르겠어. 네가 보컬 1등이야? 네가 춤 1등이냐? 뭘 보여주려고 그런 거야 이걸로?
I feel like they're being scolded.
Yeah.
적어도 동작 하나가 기억에 남아야 되지 않냐? 네가 춤이 1등이면? 이거 어디다 내밀어 이거를?
죄송합니다.
너무 실망스러워. 최악의 무대였어. 자, 탈락자 후보를 발표하도록 하겠습니다.
I mean, I'm assuming it's Shonu.
Yeah.
노멀시 1대1 픽미션 보컬 그룹의 첫 번째 무대, 굉장히 기대했던 무대였지만 분명히 아쉬움이 있었습니다. 탈락자도 합격자도 기뻐하진 않았으면 좋겠습니다. 탈락 후보는
무대에서 뭔가 집중이 안 되는 느낌 있지.
무대를 따로 준비한 것 같은 느낌이라고 해야 되나?
뭔가 되게 설렁설렁하는 그런 느낌이었어.
탈락 후보는 션우 군입니다.
어이.
And that lets everyone backstage know that no one's off limits.
Yeah.
다음엔 더 기억에 남는 무대를 만들 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다. 수고하셨습니다.
감사합니다.
수고했어요.
사실 뭐 여러 가지 많은 핑계고 제가 준비 못하고 무대 위에서 제가 잘 하지 못한 게 제일 큰 잘못이라 생각을 합니다. 많이 위기인 것 같아요.
무슨 생각들을 하고 있는 거야?
둘이 안 친해도 친해 보이게 해야지 사람들이.
그렇지.
확실히 노래를 잘하니까 형이 저 친구한테 애정이 많네요. 아깝다.
아깝다. 둘이 잘하면 진짜 멋있는 무대 할 수 있었을 텐데.
주세요. 엄청 혼났잖아.
주거니, 아까니, 주거니, 샷거니. 입니다. 땡땡! 우리 묶고 나서 됐다 붙여놨다 모두 다 해봐봐. 왜 아직도 우리를 몰라?
이렇게 호흡이 잘 맞는 사람들끼리 만나기는 정말 쉽지 않은데.
그냥 그 무대에 빠져가지고 그걸 보고 있었어요.
Wow.
Just like we're both speechless. I felt like we went on an emotional roller coaster ride from the beginning and end. We both definitely cried about Minhyuk. Yeah, the judging. Not helpful.
No.
Not helpful.
No.
Okay, they're supposed to be mentors, you guys. That's not mentoring.
No.
No. And
you should have done better is not helpful.
Yeah.
I expect more from you is not helpful.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I actually think it's a double-edged sword. I feel like the trainees think that because people recognize Shonu from JYP that he has an advantage, but I really think that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because they already have these ideas in their head, whether he was not good enough and he got cut, or he was a great dancer but a bad vocalist, or whatever. Like, he has to overcome their preconceived notions about him, and some of the other guys have a clean slate.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate because even like one of the judges was like, you know, he already had the new one, he already had a preconceived notion about him already.
He's like, oh, I thought you'd be more powerful. Like, he didn't say that about Kihyun because he don't know Kihyun.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah, not the same playing field for sure. And I understand that like not everyone could be on the equal playing field because that would be very difficult, you know, to do. But again, like I feel like they should have brought someone in who wasn't at JYP, you know, like I don't care,
Right.
SM Entertainment or some other big four group,
YG
you know,
or
yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
I wish when they're rehearsing, like, you know how Joohyun called Mad Clown because he has the ability to do that. I wish all of them were allowed to like have a special surprise mentor show up while they're rehearsing who can like actually give them a good pep talk and some constructive criticism, who doesn't have a stake in whether or not they win, but just wants to see them do well.
Yeah.
You know, it'd just be nice if there was like someone else from the agency who popped in but wasn't a judge.
Yeah.
And I mean, I totally understand. Of course, this is reality production 101, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ask who they feel the least comfortable with, make sure they're teamed up together in a challenge. That's drama. That's how you make TV.
That's juicy for television.
Yes,
you know?
but then of course they already know that they feel that way. So they're not only that, they're expecting them to overcome how they feel around each other as well in like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And learn a great song and dance perfectly. I mean, was it a great performance? No. But also, I'm not sure they were gonna get one. I mean, they were just so awkward.
Yeah.
And I feel like Shonu watered down the dance, and that's where he was expected to shine.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I not that I think Kihan did anything on purpose. Of course not. He wants them both to do well. He wouldn't normally pick a song that's that upbeat, I don't think.
Yeah.
It just wasn't, and that's the other thing. Sometimes it's not a good song pick.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard in their situation because like one's really really good vocally. I mean,
like with a crazy range.
Shoni's voice, as we both agreed, is beautiful too, but I mean,
Kihan can sing like 4 octaves and he can sing 2.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference.
Yeah. So, and it's a huge disadvantage for Shonu because like Kihan isn't, he didn't go to performing arts school, where he's like a dance
such
school.
an amazing dancer now.
Yeah.
But of course, it's probably the thing he feels the weakest at.
Yeah, initially.
Yeah, and so Shonu doesn't get to shine because, I mean, it doesn't help him if he's doing amazing, movements, but Kihan can't keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
They really do need to be in sync and on time, and like, I feel like both of them kind of maybe Kihan didn't do as much as he wanted to, and Shonu didn't do as much as he wanted to.
Yeah.
And that kind of compromise actually helps no one.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. And you still haven't explained to me what those outfits mean. Is anyone going to tell me?
Oh, I have no idea. I at a loss of words. I
mean, were they outfits from the original music video that I just don't recall? I don't know. But they obviously don't get to talk to Starship stylist before they do these things.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
No.
I know we're starting at the end, but like, let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
So we finally got to see the last 8 performances. I think it's interesting. They obviously made them perform in number order, but then we got shown it very out of order.
That's definitely that's definitely for the editing for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was wondering if it's just to put like, the tension of a good performance versus a bad, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I think so. Because, you start off really, really well, and as you keep going down, I guess that expectation is not as stellar, right?
That one rapper was number 3.
Yeah.
And he didn't get shown till the last day either. I don't know. It was very interesting. It also kind of felt like I was like, okay, are these the ones that they're not that interested in?
Well, I think so, because like I think we both agreed before, this show, like they already know who they picked, right? Like because
they
definitely
picked Juhan.
Yeah, they shot everything, so they showed everyone, like they showed certain performances in its entirety, like Juhan.
And others just like one verse.
Yeah, like Min Kyun, like the nasally guy.
Yeah.
We got what, 2 words? 2.
Yeah.
Like I was like, it wasn't enough for us to, as an audience, to like form like, okay, it gave us a glimpse of like what we would think he would be, because both of us kind of honestly cringed a little bit because we heard him being very like pitchy and nasally, but I mean, we didn't get enough of that performance either, was it?
And we didn't really get his backstory like we did with some of the others, so it's like you don't feel compelled to root for him because you don't know what he's up against.
Yeah Whereas like Yusu, like I feel like we got like a little bit more, even though he was initially last, so I'm
honestly really surprised. The nasally guy, like I have a lot of questions. How long has he been a trainee? I know he was like, oh, I don't usually sing that style, but I mean, even when he was practicing for their new stuff, it still sounds like that. So I'm trying to be like, whatever, that's, first impressions can be wrong. So I'd like to see a second performance from him, but if he always sings with his voice placement there, I'm surprised. I feel like he hasn't been a trainee for very long, because it's not good for you. That's how you get nodes, people. Whitney Houston stuff that you got to get cut off in surgery. You don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You can't sing all from your throat and your face. It's got to come from your diaphragm, from your, it's a whole body thing.
Yeah.
Look at Kihan. When he takes a breath, it comes all the way up from the floor. That's how
Yeah.
he can hold a note so long.
Yeah. 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 I
mean, how is he not last? I just don't understand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't understand how Minhyuk was number 11. I don't think they did a good job of explaining it either. Like,
No, yeah,
how-
I think we were waiting for their explanation, and then they were just like, cool, next battle.
yeah, which is like, okay, let's talk about that too. Okay, so first, okay, poor guys, you know, they have to stand on top of that, whatever, what do you call that? Pedestal, or what do you call? I don't know. What do you call that? That thing, you know?
Yeah.
And
Podium.
Podium. I was like, it's not a pedestal. Something with a P. Yeah,
It'd
and
be
it's
a
just
pedestal if they were nicer.
right.
But they're not.
No, definitely not. And it's just like, I don't know, girl.
You feel like once they're up there, it's like already, you know, they got all those insecurities
Yeah.
seeping in already. I did notice when they told everyone for the battle thing, they were like, okay, now everyone stand where your number is. The only person who didn't move was Wonho. Wonho was already standing at his number.
Yeah.
And I think that's because he's very, again, sensitive, conscious of that kind of stuff. I mean, every artist is. I don't know a single artist who's not sensitive.
Yeah.
So I was a little upset by that one comment where the guy was like, it looks like you don't care. It didn't look like they didn't care to me. It just looked like it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Not caring's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
If you don't care, you wouldn't be there.
Exactly.
So like that kind of hurt me because it's like, of course they put in work even if it didn't work out.
Yeah. And I really, really felt bad for Yusi though, like when he first began. And the question was like, how does it feel to be number 12? You know?
Right?
Why is that helpful? Like,
If
that
they have
looks-
to ask it, let them perform first and be like, wow, how does it feel to be number 12 when you perform like this?
Yes. It makes no sense. Like, I feel like, again, that is for ratings and that is for like juiciness of it, you know? Like, you just want them to be all shaken up, you know, get into their brain mentally. Like, if they're truly our mentors, you know, or whatnot, they wouldn't do that, you know? Like,
I think they should change the name. I mean, they're judges. That's it.
they're
not mentoring anyone. Like,
no. And
which is fine. Just call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. You
Yeah.
guys are here to critique them. You're not going to be very nice about it. But then there should be a balance
Yeah.
of someone who is helpful.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to show us that with like, you know, the vocal coach or the rap guy. But it's like, we don't really know them. So it's hard to know how much sway they have.
Yeah.
Or how much, you know, how many people they've tutored have gone on to do things.
Yeah. And I think we also like I can't pronounce her name.
Halon?
Yeah.
Something.
She
Haylo something?
Yeah. Hylan.
That sounds better. That sounds closer.
Yeah. Yeah, she made that like she made you could tell when she likes someone's performances, like the way that as the only woman here, you know, and I was like, okay. And we both were like, what?
FYI, you don't speak for all women, but you know, it is a good point though. I mean, but she wasn't making the point I wanted her to make. That was, why am I the only woman here?
Yeah.
I was happier that there were two women at this judging panel, but yeah, I was just like, okay.
Yeah. Immediately we were like, yeah, she likes his performance. You
Yeah.
know, like when she opened it like that.
That's her style.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting too. Like, most of the comments she's made have been about how to connect to the women in the audience, which is good. I mean, there is a lot of value in that, but they have mostly been like kind of surfacey, like be smoother, you know, be sexier, be like, I'm not sure if that's as, you know, helpful as like, you need to make more eye contact, you know, don't look down or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's very simple things you could say that would enhance all of that instead of being like, wow, you're really sexy. The ladies are going to like you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, most of them are sexy. So
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah.
I did think the rapper we saw today, I can't pronounce his name, Kwanji,
Yes.
something like that. I did like how he had a little bit of like a set, and he did the opposite of what Gunn did. He immediately, like, he was at the side, and then after one bar, he was like, bam, in your face, up on the table. I thought he had really great showmanship, and
Yeah.
he feels totally like he is also a professional.
Yeah.
So I thought he did a really good job. So I was kind of surprised how far down he slipped.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just going to reiterate what all the guys were saying, so I know I'm not alone. It's cruel to cut one rapper and one vocalist. They should just cut two people.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it has to be a rapper and a vocalist. That
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
What if the worst rapper was still better than the last three vocalists?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't like the part where also, well, that one part where Minhyuk was like in tears, you know,
And they were
the
like, "Do you have
guys,
anything to say?"
yeah, yeah, it's just like, what?
I mean, I'm not very good at talking right now.
Yeah, I'm like, poor guy, you know, like that just like broke my heart right there, you know.
Right? And Minhyuk is being so sweet in the dorm, even though he's obviously going through something. He still is respectful enough to be like, you know, and if I feel like this, I'm sure you feel the same.
Yeah.
He could have said worse
Yeah.
because that got, you know, like, I felt like it was really, really sweet, what he did. Ugh.
Yeah. I know.
Poor guy.
I know. Yeah. And the other part, while he was in tears, like when the other woman was giving the mission, like, why are you guys so upset? Girl.
I heard you be like, oh!
I'm
Yeah,
like, can you like be a little bit more empathetic about what's going on? You know, like
You know why they're upset. Like, don't be patronizing.
Yeah, that was totally patronizing. And I was like, oh my gosh, again, made for television, you know?
Yes,
And
yes.
so,
And this is how they do these things, but we're already way too in love with these guys to accept it.
Yeah.
We're just like, I feel like a mama bear, and I just want to get in there and be like, ah!
Yes. It's just like I just like why would you say that? First off, give them a moment, you know, like let him like express himself a little bit more before you give a mission out. But of course, this is a reality show. They don't have time. And then like she had a very dramatic entrance and saying like, oh, you know, why are you guys so sad? You know, I'm sure if it was the flip side and she was being the one that's judged, come on,
She'd be sad too.
Yeah, please. Poor choice in words, you know.
Maybe it was a bad translation, but I don't know.
The sentiment's there. She's smiling. No.
No. I do have to say I am very excited for Juhan and Gun. I love the idea that they want to use a song that they've already written together, a song
Love
they
that.
wrote when he was down, about pulling each other up. Like, again, it's interesting. Yes, they're battling, but the only way you can both survive is if you both do a good job. Even if
Right.
you're in the elimination pile, you have to have given the best performance you can give. And I really think that the two of them were making smart moves, and like, you know, the fact that they already have worked together and they like each other so much, of course, it's an advantage. It's a huge advantage. Like,
Yeah.
you have a shorthand, and this is a timed, you know, event. You have to get it done.
It's interesting that they paired them together. Like, I'm wondering how their mindset was when they started pairing up all
Yeah.
these. Yeah, because when we both saw it, we're like, what?
Shouldn't they be against the other two rappers? Because they're 1 and 3, and the other guys are like 6 and 8 or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the logistics
It definitely seems
are.
interesting. I feel like they paired tops together, like highest rankings, and then lowest rankings together, which is not what I would expect. I would expect them to do like one. I guess they probably thought it'd be more dramatic, you know, to have
Again.
the two best guys together.
Made for television.
Made for television.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does also look like they made sure everyone was with someone who doesn't sing in their range or doesn't have the same style.
Yeah.
Television.
Yes. Again. Yeah. because like, okay, if you're pairing up somebody that does not have like that same range or are like opposites from each other, it's like I feel like they're sabotaging them all on purpose,
I feel like the ranges don't matter so much, but if you don't like the same kind of music,
yeah, that's hard.
That's the real hard part. Yeah, how can you ever agree? Poor Minhyuk when he was like, "We won't decide on a song tonight," and I was like, "How much time do you have?
I know.
Don't you need to? I'm pretty sure you should decide on a song in 30 minutes and start practicing."
Yeah. Yeah.
It made me very nervous when he said that. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's nice of him," but also,
yeah. Yeah, but you know, of course, these pairings too also show that like what you mentioned before, like no one's safe. You know, like if you pair the best dancer,
then one guy's always going to be up for elimination.
Yeah, which is like crazy. So,
and now I feel like that's why they made Shonu and Kihyun go first.
Yeah,
so that they can be like, it's anyone's game. It's
Yeah.
anyone's game.
Yeah, because everyone also like had high expectations of them too. You know,
Everyone's like, oh,
because-
they'll do the best for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
But if you don't have that camaraderie, it's hard to like make it up in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's so ironic because they're such lovey-dovey besties now.
I know, Shoki.
Right? So
Yeah.
adorable. One of my favorite pairings. You
Yeah,
can
Ki-
even see here though how Kihyun just looks up to him so much.
He looks up to him.
He's like a little puppy
lot.
dog. He's just
Mhm.
like, I just want. So that's why I know for a fact is that he wasn't trying to sabotage him with that song.
Yeah.
He literally tried to find something where they could both show off.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you see him looking at him, I'm always like, oh, he's just awkward because he's like, oh, this is my cooler big brother.
Yeah.
Gotta look cool. Gotta look cool.
He got stars in
I'm
his
not
eyes.
cool. I'm not cool. I'm not cool.
And then Shonu gets awkward. It's like, bro,
right? He's like,
Chill.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure from you.
Chill.
And you're not cool. If you have to say act cool to yourself, you're not being cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
man.
mean, it's ironic knowing what we know now and how
Mhm.
cute they are together. But at the same time, yeah, they both respect each other's talent a lot. So of course they didn't want to be paired together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody wanted the nasal guy.
The nasal guy.
Well, 3 people said his name.
Min-
They were like, I'll take him.
Yeah, Min Kyun.
Including Hyungwon, who got 1 ho, and you know he was not happy about that.
No. Well, I'm glad that they didn't pair Hyungwon with Minya. Can you imagine? That would be
Me too,
awful.
because that would be too devastating. I feel like that's the one place where I feel like they took a little pity on them.
Yeah.
Um,
And I noticed too, while like Minhyuk and all the guys were gathering and talking, like Hyungwon was like right next to him, you know?
And he looked devastated when Minhyuk was like crying on stage. He like couldn't even raise his head. I think he was
Yeah.
crying
Yeah. My gosh.
because everything you're going through, I feel like if your best friend's next to you, it's a little more bearable, but the thought of him going, oh my gosh.
I know, especially when you want to debut with your best friend too. When you see that, it's like
You've been training together
ugh.
for years and you've been talking about it for years and
Mhm.
but you know there's a big possibility one of you will make it and one of you won't.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I know.
guys. And I spent the whole episode like this or like this or like this. I have so much empathy for them and I
Yeah.
get so stressed out for them because
Yeah.
nobody wants to do bad. Everybody wants to do good, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, so
Okay. Yeah, and I'm sorry, like I have to say one more comment too. I feel like K Will is the Simon Cowell of this whole entire thing. Like there always has to be one bad guy. Honestly, there doesn't have to be a bad guy, you guys. Like
even the guy next to him gave him a look at one point, like, dude, you're being too harsh.
Yeah.
And that guy wasn't that great.
Yeah. And I was like, my goodness. Like, okay.
Again, TV.
For television, I know
I feel
have
like they told him, amp it up. It's TV.
Yeah, amping up 100, level 100, you know? And it's just like, okay, like, I just wanted to shake my head throughout the whole entire time. I was trying not to frown, you guys. And I think I did
Like,
throughout the whole entire judging.
We get it, it's TV, but
Again, Like,
It doesn't have to be cruel.
I felt like he was a father scolding two of his kids.
Yeah.
And that's not how judging works. Like, I feel like that shouldn't, and it shouldn't be okay. You know,
It should be a little more
no.
professional, so it's not
Yeah.
quite so emotionally damaging. Like, you did a bad job. Okay, they need to know that, but you don't have to make them apologize to their parents on stage.
Yeah, saying like, I'm sorry. And it's just like, Shoni doesn't have to say that, you know? And
Yeah.
I mean, like, oh my gosh, you know, like.
And then that other guy was mad because he just said, I'm sorry. And he was like, what? He like wanted him to defend himself or something. It's like, you should be fighting back, basically, was what I got from that. But I really loved how when they came off, the way Shonu handled it, that shows me that he was ready to be in the industry, because he was like, no excuses. I should have done better, and I should have done better on stage. Should have practiced more, should have done more there. No excuses.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard to be able to take any kind of like that kind of just straight up, I expected a lot. That was like your parents.
Yeah.
You disappointed me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
like,
that
what
felt
is
like.
happening? I was like, what?
And I thought
what?
Kihyun was gonna cry for Shonu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, I feel like no one should apologize on stage like that. Like, no, you know, like, yes, he knew that, like, towards the end when he was interviewed, he's like, yeah, I should have worked harder. You should have done better. But he should not be put in that position where it's like, you know, he felt like apologizing like that. Like, why? This is a competition for you. You know, why are you apologizing for them, you know, or to them, you know? I mean, like, the scolding is just ridiculous. Like,
I wish he could have just been like, I'll try harder. But I don't think they would have let it go.
I know. Yeah, I think
they were mad.
I think that guy that you're talking about is like Sunny or something like that. But like, yeah, it's just like, I felt like he was being really upset too, just like you said, for a reaction like from either of them, you know?
And the thing is, Shonu, I feel like they were a little mad because Shonu didn't break.
Yeah.
Shonu was just like, I'm sorry. Okay. Yes,
Mhm.
sir. And even backstage, he's not crying. But I feel like that's how else could Shonu have worked at three agencies or been cut before and keep going? You know, he has a thicker skin than some of these other guys.
Yeah.
He's already been through a lot more fire than some of these other guys have.
Yeah. And to say this is the worst performance ever. First off, this is the very first performance.
Yeah.
You
You've
don't make
jinxed
sense.
yourself.
You don't make sense right now. I'm like, what is happening? You know? I'm like, what? How is
Again,
this
like
the
you said,
worst
just
performance?
really like demoralizing and like tearing them down in a way that feels unnecessary.
Yeah. I'm not okay with this.
Guarantee if this wasn't on TV, it wouldn't be done like this.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and even though this is normalized, let's unnormalize it, guys.
Yeah.
I personally love watching people getting, they don't have to be coddled, but they can get a lot of constructive criticism and pointers on how to do better, and like real information and advice that's going to further their career, instead of just being like, you suck, you should leave, you're bad, wash out. I'm surprised if you're still here at the end. Like, even if you're thinking those things, not necessary.
I'm sorry, the way that you said it.
I'm just saying, people say mean things all the time at auditions and things. I'm like, come on, it's easy enough to just be like, all right, thanks for your time. Wait till they leave, okay? I just really felt like they, again, unfairly mad at Shonu because of an expectation they have about him.
And trust me, guys, okay, clearly I am Asian. You know, my culture is very blunt. Very blunt, very, very, very blunt. And about everything, to what you look, what you like. I've been raised like that. But again, like, to echo your point, this should not be normalized at all. Like, you know, have some empathy, you know? Like, these guys are fighting for their lives. Like, seriously.
Personally, my favorite reality shows are the ones where no one gets cut.
Yeah.
You know, everyone gets a chance to be in the bottom and know that they still have another chance next week.
Yeah.
You can still pick the best person and not make people go home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's just about being a little kinder.
Yeah.
That's all we want, guys. Just a little more kindness. We know it's a cutthroat, ruthless industry, but
Yeah,
you know,
I think a lot of people, there's a lot of mom baby that, you know, that are watching this with us and they've been with us for quite some time, but there's a lot of new mom baby that have joined, but we do want to say that we come from the entertainment industry professionally. So we know how tough it is, you know. It's hard. You know,
it's really, 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 really hard.
It's really tough.
And it doesn't just come down to hard work and good looks. It's more than that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So, it's really interesting, you know, this whole entire thing. We have some sort of bearing and we understand how it kind of works, you know, or not kind of, but do work. And so seeing all this is just really frustrating.
Yes, because I think you'd said this the first episode, like culturally, maybe this wouldn't happen nowadays. I mean, this was what, 2014?
Mm-hmm.
So we'd like to think we've come a little ways from there. And also, you know, it could be an American Asian thing, like you said. But I mean, the industry is pretty cruel all over the world.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be. That's the difference.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. So I always feel like I should point out how this is cool, but it would have still been dramatic without this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just not necessary sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watch reality TV, but I don't watch it so that I can see people get shamed.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right.
All right. We're 30% through. We got 7 more episodes left, girl. We have it in us.
We can do this, but guys, just be prepared for a lot of us being like, oh, hell no.
The floodgates have opened.
You know, it's not, obviously it's nothing against the guys or the industry. What it is just it's just frustrating to see people torn down for entertainment.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that way.
It
That's all.
doesn't.
It doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't.
I
No.
acknowledge that it is, but it does not have to be.
And this is the part where like the industry has to change, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yes. And we do need to move those forward. And we can only say, if we don't call it out, it won't change. So
yeah,
we calling you out.
you could still be a fantastic trainee without all this hot mess. That's like
hot mess.
Yeah, you could still be the best. You could still be the top of the top, you know.
And I'm glad that Mom Baby have told us some of these guys do go on to be in other bands who don't make it into this one. So again, even though almost everyone has been like, I think this was coached, this is my last chance, I'll have to quit the industry.
Yeah.
Again, TV. They still, you know, you can fall down 100 times as long as you keep getting up.
Yeah.
So that made me happy to know that some of them kept going and persevered, because these are just a couple people's opinion.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised what'll change within a season or a year or you know, nobody thought Billie Eilish was going to make it. That's my point. You know,
look at her now.
Attitudes change. And of course, if you're different, people are like, ugh, it's too different. Yeah, that's why I'm going to be huge.
Yeah, exactly.
So the most important thing is to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of like it when people are like cocky. Like I loved when Shonu was like, yeah, kind of like implying he was also the best vocalist. Like, yeah, be cocky, be all about it. Like, no one is going to do that for you. You got to do it.
Yeah.
So you got to be your own best cheerleader.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the only way to survive.
Man, the survival of the fittest, it's real.
It's real, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm. It really does. All right, you guys. Woo!
That was a lot.
That was a lot. Wow. All right. If you guys stuck through all this and up until now, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Yeah, I think we went through a little vent session right now. My goodness.
It felt like therapy a little bit.
Yeah,
in a good way.
In a very good way, you know. But yeah, episode 4. Once we're
And
done
we'll
with
get to see a lot more battles. We'll get to
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yep.
And I'm sure I'll spend most of the episode like this.
Yeah.
But until then.
Till then, if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And we are
La
Chimolala. And before we go, you guys, please keep writing all your comments down. We'll talk about it next episode.
I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about.
Oh yes, oh, yes we do. On that note, annyeong.
안녕.